Kirsten, thanks very much for joining us at the OGV stand. How's your Offshore Europe going so far?
It's an absolutely amazing event. It's great to see Aberdeen back thriving and on such a beautiful sunny day as well. A real opportunity for Worley to be here and showcase some of our capability, network with old and new colleagues, and to really start to get involved in some of the panel sessions that will help move the industry forward.
So Worley have gone through a fair evolution over the last kind of 3 to 5 years, it's fair to say. Can you talk us through a little bit about Worley's strategy right now?
Yeah, I mean, our strategy is underpinned by the energy change that we're going through as a global environment. We recognise that we need to change. We need to all achieve that net zero target. And part of our strategy is really looking at that energy transition, but recognising that we do need a selection of energy sources in our mix. So therefore, oil and gas is still very much part of our strategy, along with the energy transition sectors and technologies, but also understanding how carbon capture plays that part, certainly within the offshore energy sector.
So your role is head of all offshore projects at the moment. So can you talk a little bit about the split between oil and gas and renewables, and also maybe some of the projects that you're working on?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you say, cover all offshore energy, so molecules and electrons from the seabed to the shore, but very much a mix of traditional conventional energy, helping conventional energy clients with their asset optimization, with their maintenance rationalisation, as well as electrification. One of the projects we're showcasing here this week is our Ithaca electrification project. Neil Brady's speaking on that at one of the sessions tomorrow. But equally, when you look at the energy transition subjects, we're involved in INTOG with Cerulean Wind. We're also working on substation design with clients out in the Far East where the technology isn't as advanced as it is here in the UK. But equally doing a lot of work in CO2 and hydrogen, and played a key role in the recent hydrogen backbone study that was published by NZTC last week. So a real eclectic mix, lots going on, but underpinned by the technical differentiators that we have in asset solutions and pipelines and subsea, and the advanced analysis, really pushing the boundaries of what technology can do to help solve some of the energy challenges.
One of the things I really like about Worley, and I think something that you're particularly passionate about, is on the people side of things. They talk a lot about diversification, diversity of thought, and that's something that Worley really walk the walk with. If you can kind of elaborate on that for us, especially when it looks at trying to touch base with our young people and excite them about the energy transition. I think that's a really important thing to kind of get across. If people want to come and work with Worley, is what can they expect?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, diversity of thought is key to us meeting the challenges that we've got as an industry. And it's far more than just gender. It is about creating an inclusive environment where every voice is heard and everybody feels comfortable to bring their whole self to work. So across Worley at the moment, we've got a number of networks that are really active in the area. We've got our LGBT plus community, we've got our Black and Afro Caribbean community, we've got our All Abilities community, which is one that I champion, where people really do think differently. Thinking outside the box to create new solutions is where we're going to get to as an industry. So lots of networks that all interact, as well as our Women of Worley, our early careers, that really when people come and join the company, they get the opportunity to get involved in those, and really start to embrace different ideas and values and get that psychological safety in the workplace.
Great to hear, and we wish you a very successful next few days. Thanks very much, Kirsten.
Great. Thanks very much, Dan.